Hello and welcome. Right, just thrown the last 3 odd tons in of this. Does not like turning. It doesn't lend itself to this particular spot because I always clock that. And then if you pull round, you sort of and then doing the bar. That wasn't too bad. It was not too bad at all. Yes, we're poised for grabbing the bales, and also for also we've got to shift that. There's lots of jobs to do. There are definitely. We'll fill this up and we will let's go and grab some bales first, I think, and we'll stick those in, and then after that, now did we do that is the point, because they weren't done. I thought we'd done those already. No, I don't think I had. If I remember rightly, the most important thing we have got to do is, that's alright until we finished. We did do that. We did. And the milk is up to 8 tons. Slurry's up to 13. Now that's looking more like it used to. It is. And although it's not as grand, it is legitimate, and our animals are not starving. So, and the grass is now, it's a little bit dingy. Yeah, I think we'll put some lights on. Now this is the grass for the, it is. Let's get, I'm going to go straight into retirements because this session's a bit of a monster. We've got a lot of work to do. We have straw bales and all manner of things. I am going to buy the straw for down there now because it's more important now, as it often with my Let's Plays, where it's all going to the BGA now. And not only that, it's sort of getting to the crunch time for the Let's Play. Now I've got to be honest, I think that was what I was talking about, being a little bit too quick, because it sort of goes ethereal and goes through the thing if you're a little bit too... This is not as bad as, we've got to do that as well, but also I thought, and it doesn't, it goes into the grounds. Now you don't notice that so much. I tried to disguise that last time, but you do, it goes into the grounds. If you, like that, you got to keep lifting it and dropping it down because it goes into the grounds, because it's sort of, that's what I'm on about, that I've got to get better at, really. The art of being a good content creator, really, of not showing you all the horribleness that the game has. Mr. CP is an absolute expert at it, and all of the big names are too. Me, not so much yet. I am aware of it though now, and I think that's half the battle. It's actually becoming aware of the problem. I do apologise. It is, there's fireworks and that going on because the world is celebrating that type of thing. So I apologise in advance for that kind of. Of course, I was thinking, why is the grass fully grown in December? Because, Mr. Smith, you're not obeying the seasonal thing at the minute, which is so out of character for me. Really, it is. That is the real misnomer. I'm not used to this anymore. I do not play base game ever, but obviously when I say I don't, at the minute we are. But I am going to play in character with how things should be, really, in so much as we did the last cut already, so we're not going to do that. Now then, we're going to take these down, drop these off, and then slowly does it, because this is a really severe angle. It really is. Now then, let's do that and get this into place. And this is going to get those fed, because it's immediately going to make up for the shortfall. And it's now going to fill the food of the sheep, basically. You were saying, as I keep saying, it takes a little bit of all of them, and that's what throws you out, because you will notice that it is now full. So he really did, I was right, but the game doesn't do what you always expect it to do. No. Right, let's not overdo it and scrunch it. Right, so I am going to say my words. We know the plan. We have got to buy place an all-in-one by the Lords to do our I mean, yeah, because it's December. At the very least, we're going to go on until March, maybe even April. Or no, it doesn't matter. Time-saving stock check is now the king of the castle. It can tell you what the best price would be, and that's when we would sell. I mean, we're pretty much... We might actually get a really good price on the month that we actually... if March, or we might go till April. So, yes... So then, all that remains to do is this sea of bales, and I'm hoping to get the baling done up there. We're going to have to do all of this myself. Yeah, it is. There's a lot of more manual stuff going on this, because obviously, it's... Yeah, I'm not going to do that. It's gone into the ground, and it won't come up. And it's still going into the ground. Yeah. Slightly to curve. Right, anyway, yes, I shall say my words. I'm going to see you guys and gals on the other side. I don't think, no matter how hard I look on this for a little bit more, that we're going to get a full bail out of this. So, do you know, we'll just call it quits. Always thoughts about bailing. Now, is there enough down there for us to grab? Yeah, but is it worth all of the effort? I've always thought that as well. Yeah, I'm really not sure. Never have been with bailing, and let's switch the lights off. Yeah, we're going to collect these while I chat. Yeah, we are. Whether bailing or loose. Now, I think I've got to be honest that bailing's better because you collect. It's no. I'm not. I'm going to say this in a different way. If you're, I mean, I thought that the. I've got to keep calling it. It's the farm supply production shed. Yes. Now that basically, if that was up here in the middle, as I've often said, really, then I think that would be equally as quick as bailing. Maybe slightly better. And that chaffs, which means we could also then do digestate. That I'm still think it's a little bit cheaty. I did sort of get the knack for not cheating, I think, toward the end. If you sort of sit in the field, it actually just fills up, even though it's not actually grabbing the chaff off the field. It'll just sit there and just start chucking chaff, and you like think, yeah, but there's no chaff there to chuck, so where are you drawing your chaff from? Now, I don't like cheating, I really don't, but in the end, so I'm not sure if I did like whether I got another thing, and I thought I'm not, just don't like the feeling of this. So I thought, also I thought, I didn't think I was getting anywhere. I was like I seemed to be stuck on the outer one for absolutely forever, and I thought two things. I think the bailing's quicker, I think, and also I think it's fairer because although I'd got to go around twice, that was what my initial thought was. I thought, wait, if I do this with the thing, I wasn't sure. I thought I did mention about the chaffing. I wasn't sure whether it would just pick up the straw, but it does seem to somehow convert it to chaff, that particular header. I do like it, but I don't like cheating. It still feels like it's throwing. Now, it's okay if you want to get 1,000,000 litres off a field that you should only get 200 litres, but it's not. I just want it to be fair. I just want to get what is ours. I don't want to be getting more than what is ours by something being a little bit too good. So I thought, yeah, I'm not going to do this anymore. I also didn't seem to be getting very far. It was also an awful long way, although it's only over the brow of the hill. Because it's not central, really, it was difficult. I think we did this on one of JMGaming's Rombos Road, actually. We had them on the edge of the field and pretty much in the middle. On some of the monstrous fields, we had 2 or 3 of them, really. And I think that works really well if you're going to do loose or something like that. Otherwise, I think truly bailing has... But again, you've still got the distance thing, really. But obviously you're carrying more if you do bales than you are... I mean, yeah, if you work out these are 5 tonnes each, 5 tonnes times 24 is 120 tonnes per set of bales. Now, there isn't even a massive... the massive 109 tonner is not quite at that, and yet this is a lot smaller because these are compressed. So I still think, all things considered, that bailing is the best. Now obviously there were advantages to doing it the chaff way, but I'd sooner it be fair. I would. I'm not 100% convinced it's cheating, but I think it just felt cheaty, and I thought, I don't like that. I really don't like that taste in my mouth. I don't want there to be any skullduggery. We did it on Neverland on one of the fields, and I got way more off that field. In fact, that threw my final count up because I was basing what we got off that field to what we've got, and we never got anywhere near that again. So to me, that was a sure bet that it really was cheating, truthfully. So yeah, I thought I'd try it again because I wasn't sure if it would have been fixed by now. Or yeah, I mean, some things are by design, really. But I just don't like that. I know you can always go oversized for lorry backs and like, yeah, so I mean it's not really cheating. Oh, I'm gonna have to push those in. I've missed the boat on that set. I've gone way too far, so we need to grab the, in fact we'll do that now. Yeah, I have completely missed that there. That's, I believe it's inside the cows. That patch there that's missing is the bit where we couldn't seed plant even, really. Yeah, so let's grab you. Oh, we have a cow somehow sitting in the... Oh, did I just drop the... No, I haven't got the weight on. Yes, we have an escaped cow. Rather ethereal in nature. Yeah, so I thought I'm going to switch to baling. Although it was better because you were picking up the entire windrow. That was my initial thought. I thought, can I pick up the entire windrow if I'd switch to that? But it's, yeah, the 70-tonner, it's a little bit struggly. The 30-tonner again, likewise, it's a little bit... And I thought, you were talking about grabbing those 35-tonners. And I would. I mean, there is the other thing, is there was the proper back, but I thought we've already bought that. Do I want to be buying another one? I mean, I think the proper one, I do think that, can we, I think we'll probably get like 2 sets on top of each other, really. Something I found out a long time ago, that the big pack handler is very good at strapping like layers like that. I don't think it goes, yeah, it has got limits. Yeah, it has been thought of. It's not like you can't go like 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I think I can only go, they've got limits, the straps, which I like that. Oh, okay, that was actually dropped it in the right place. Yeah, it has been thought of, because you could sort of then make them into a little bit of a ridiculous sort of thing. Oh, now, while we've got this, not sure if we can actually get to it, but there is one in the water, which I keep on spying when we are above over there. Just trying to... And there's also one in the mountain. I just think we're going to have to... Yeah, we'll have to be careful on this, aren't we? Or it's going to say that do not drive too deep in the water. Ooh. So, there's like a stream there as well. Now then, can we sort of... I think that's really deep. I think that we've got to really hug the edge. Ah, that's not too bad. I think we can get up here. Oh, yeah, but I'm not sure... Oh. Yeah, I think that's the only way you would have got that, really. Now then, how can we... Aha, this is behind that. Can we get past it? Ooh. It's a little bit not so nice. Let's see, can we... Sort of, yes, we can. Fantastic. I do love it when a plan comes together. It doesn't happen very often. No. Yes. Well, I like where we've done, but yeah, I didn't want to carry on doing that. I do like the fact that it would pick the big windrows up, and also, yeah, I think I'm going to give that one a miss. I might even take the mod out, because it just feels a bit cheaty, but I do sometimes like to give the mods a chance to be fixed, but it might be that that isn't ever fixed, that's, you know, a lot of people are happy with that. It depends on your playstyle, really, doesn't it? Really, on what your idea of yeah, I mean, it's a game. There are people exploit the flaws in the game. I have done that myself. I was always found, yeah, in my younger days I did, where you put those invincible cheats on Aliens and games like that, which I had a long time ago, and I thought it took the fun out of it. I thought, I'm invulnerable, nothing can hurt me, I can't run out of bullets, and the half of the fun of the game is the fact that you'd got to grab the bullets because they ran out. Yeah, and you've got to be careful, you've got to make every shot count. Again, I mean, and this is a long time ago when I did do this, but again, sometimes cheats have that... they didn't call those cheats though, but they are really, aren't they, when you consider it. But again, it's not exactly a cheat. It's a way of, well, I suppose it is in comparison to what the original game is meant to be, but then it's you're exploiting a set of rules. I personally found there was no, even if I'd won and conquered the game, I had played unfairly and had and that, knowing that fact, that the fun of the game had gone. Now, if I'd legitimately got through that game with the amount of bullets I should have had, and I did it, and I got accomplishments, then that would have been fair and earned. You don't earn something if you don't play by the rules. Now, Bombing Simulator is not quite that cut and dry. There's a lot of things which are just, I suppose it is. It's not intended really that you are going to magically get an additional 750 tons of straw or chaff, off a field. And the other thing is, it in some ways it feels a bit funny converting straw to chaff, although I suppose, is that any more different to doing the... Right, let's go down there. Let's just pull that arm up while we go down, because it doesn't like these different layers. That is quite an amazing little thing, though, for its ability to pull quite heavy trailers. It is. I think I should have done it the other way. Oh, yeah. I think that was the only one that was left. We've also got that to take down as well. Yeah, so it all depends on your sensibilities as to whether you class that as cheating or whether you don't. I personally do. If I'm going to get more tonnage off the field, that's not the way I want to get what I'm supposed to get. I'm trying to play realistically. I want to, I know some of the rules that Giants have set are not completely realistic. I know the game is getting far more realistic than it ever used to be. The amount of seeds, the amount of sugar beet that you should get off the field is all being changed, has been changed. I noticed that myself, and I was complaining about it. But in another way, if Giants are sticking to what closer to legitimate amounts that you would draw from the field, then to be honest, I'll adjust to what is right any day, because it's right. If I went to, if I ever went into farming legitimately and I didn't draw 500 tons of sugar beet off a small field, and I only got 100, I'd like to think, why? Why is that the case? The case is because that's legitimate, and that's sort of not quite right. And again, it all depends on what you're trying to play. I'm trying to simulate farming. The same as the title of the game. Really, that's my entire... And obviously as a content creator, I'm also trying to make this game not look like a game, but look like as if I am actually farming, which I am sort of, but what I mean is, yeah, I can make it look ridiculously silly, or I can, well, which I often do by mistake, but it not by design. So then, yeah, we've yes, this doesn't like the uneven ground, not really. Right, so then we need to switch your lights off, and we need to grab the, I think it's only the one trailer that's left at the top, I think. I think it's just the one. Do. Now, I would imagine that's quite a lot of straw. Yeah. And now we bought these in a way, when I originally bought them, I did intend on obviously using them completely, but it was the unfairness. Now, there is the proper header. We might actually buy that, and I might actually sell the other one, but do I give myself the full amount? Oh, I think we can afford it anyway. I'm really I'm not bothered. Yeah, if we look at the forage harvester headers, there is the proper one for this particular thing. Now, we'll also compare. The one thing I loved about the universal one is its pickup size, but I'm not sure, to be honest, that the actual one is much worse on the real... Yeah, this is the one that doesn't... No, that's not the straw one. That's not the straw one, that's the one that cuts grass. That's the straw one. 2 meter thickness. And the universal... Now, that one I've also tried. I found that one a little bit on the short side. Now, that one is exactly what it says on the tin. That 0.4 of a metre makes such a big difference. So then, what is the universal? See, it's 3.6 metres. It really is tremendously big. And that makes it so absolutely fantastic. Yeah, the little Orcan one as well, that was tiny as well. But that felt smaller than 2 metres, if I'm honest, when I used the Orcan. I don't know if that's, again, I'd give the Orcan another change. Now, the Mezzo, I must have put that back in, or I must have kept it on in this one. Again, that says it doesn't show you the thickness of the... You also need to have the Mezzo back. But it doesn't only picks up normal straw. Yes, I mean, I don't mean it picks up chaff and all the rest of it, but it won't pick up. It doesn't like the additional straw mod. So, being as I always play with it, it's not much use to me if it doesn't play with the things that are important to you. And yeah, it is true. These are still going to be very useful for the grass. For the now then, I think it starts to go reasonable about here. Yeah, so this is the last of the chaff. So we've got a mix of chaff and a mix of... It will be interesting to see how much chaff we got in comparison to straw. Oh no, we still had some left, I think. Yeah, I didn't want to muddy the waters, because again, if you like earn an extra 300 grand because you sort of... Should we shift those now as well? It's being as we've got that just over there. We'll do that too. And yes, let's grab that now. Yeah. Oh, I'd forgotten and stopped your engine. Yeah, let's grab this bit of wood and throw that in. We'll probably need to switch it on as well. Oh no, it's on wood already. It's just that we've never picked this up like this. We usually send our wood with our minions every month from the wood yard that we've got of our own. Can we pick up this little lot, or is this going to be a little bit too heavy? Oh. Now then, don't ignore the shake, rattle and roll. No. It often happens when there's too much space between the wood. The other thing is, if you push it close to the floor, it does calm it down to a degree. Absolutely, it's not a cure-all, but it does definitely help. I've seen this shake, rattle and roll really badly, and you just put it to the floor and it goes away. Literally just hover above the floor. I don't know what it is. I don't know why that works, but it does. Yeah, it's definitely a massive thing. The higher you go, typically now. Well, I've also got the wood closer together, but it was beginning to shake, rattle and roll a little. Oh. Yeah, that's leaning down a bit now. Where do we stick the wood? We don't really know, because we've never actually brought it down like this. Now then, I'm going to come a cropper when I stop, because that's going to skid high. Now I think the box was in here somewhere. I'm not going to just think. I'm going to actually do this. I'm glad we've got that straw up though. It was right over there. You see, I would not have been right at all. I was going to stick it about here. There's what? I don't know though whether that means that. I don't know. I would say that other things appear. Now, of course, it's not going to pay us. Because we own it. We all know that, of course. I wasn't trying to insult anybody, but store wood. Well, I suppose that is true. Right, so we want to... Why does it always go down? At least one, when you've not pressed any buttons to make it do that. That's what I'd like to know. Yeah, I've been wanting to do that for a while. It was annoying me earlier. So we've done it now. No, it did. We actually picked it all up in the end. So that's another job done. The wood as well. We've got all of that. We'll have a quick look and do we go through till January morning? Have we got any products that we need to sell? We have got the seeds. I was thinking, oh no, the seeds are in the distributor, and I thought the distributor is a production, which means all productions you can say distribute, sell, store. And I thought, so it's not really a problem that we can go and say, please sell all of the seeds that you've got left, really. So, and I would say this time of year is normally the best time for seeds, which we can just check that now. Well, I'd like to do that sort of now, because we have got a lot of seeds. We did start that going as well. So then, let's have a look. Switch your lights off. And we'll have a look in the production to see how well we have done with today's work. So then, straw, 532 tonnes of straw, and chaff, 246 tonnes. Now obviously some of that was not from today, yeah, some of that was here, which means in total we need 123 odd tonnes of water. We've got more than enough water, yeah, 532. It's going to take 2 months to process the straw to that as well, so that's going to produce an awful lot of cash from the BGA and everything. Now, do we need to? No, we'll survive till the morning with the sodium hydroxide. That's got to be done in March. The wood's doing nicely. The seeds from Bolly's obviously finished, and the seeds will be now. We can actually say sell directly as well, but we need to check the prices. I think seeds should be green. Absolutely they are. So let's get that done now while I actually remember. So selling. Also we need to go to the distributor, and anything left in that we need to distribute. Right, distributor is where? Seeds, 42 tonnes. Now this is a shame, because we're obviously going to sell all of those, so we're going to need to buy some. Yeah, we are, because we do need to continue, although I don't know, I think what we've got in is probably going to last us to the end of the Let's Play, really, but I will play for, we'll buy some wheat. Also, the other thing I thought of was, did I stick the, I don't think I took the sunflowers down to, no, I didn't. I stuck it all in there. Did I take some and miss? We did more than 22 tonnes. Didn't we? Surely we did. Oh no, we were waiting. Of course we were. Waiting for this, aren't we? That's right. Yeah, I remember. I remember the conversation now. Is that all we got? Oh yeah, no, I'd say that's about right. 11 odd tonnes per strip. Yeah, it is a terrible. We've done an awful lot better off the straw than we ever will off the oil, because we've obviously got BGA, which I'm glad we've done that. Yeah, I am very pleased with that. Do we go through animals? Yeah, let's have a look. Isn't this the month we actually give? No, we have already given birth. Fantastic. Milk substitute. I think we're going to wait till tomorrow morning for both the slurry and the milk. We've already done that. TMR is still nice, and so is that. So we're going to sleep through, and we're going to see the difference between having the enhanced animal production on and having it off. And then we're going to leave it at that. Oh no, speed and time. But we want to do the seeds, don't we? Yeah. Now that I did think that would actually be quite a big crash from those seeds, because we had a lot of them. It wouldn't just be the seeds either, though. What's one thing I will say? Yes, it's also that. So now we're going to go to sleep until 9 o'clock in the morning. We will check the sales. You never know. You could always get the 4-shrit header or something that you really do need for a snippet. Yeah, and we will get the 4-shrits, but I think we'll lease it, because we've obviously going to have the straw from. It is a shame, it really is. I suppose the other thing is, this Omatana is actually really an awful lot closer to that. So I love that snowman up there. That is amazing. I really, really think that's amazing. Amazingly wonderful. All my life, we did 500. Wow, that's amazing. Yeah, now that's back down to what it should be. Now, what is the... See, the food's 34 tonnes. We've got 100 cows. I know they're not all adults, but we've still got 41 tonnes of straw. Slurry's up to 28 tonnes. So you can see the difference. That's not so scary. It really was scary to come and the other thing is, when you consider the one setting I never ticked was the setting that if your animals reach 0, that they can actually die. Well, the bottom line is, it was the enhanced animal production that was causing my animals to get to 0 health. So I hardly think it was fair if I tick the box that if my animals get to 0, it's okay for you to kill 5 of my cows. Yeah, until that's fixed, it really isn't. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm not on anyone else's computer. I don't know if anyone else is having the issues or whether it's mod clashes with certain mods that I've got or whatever. And the other thing is, I did love the fact that how well that fits in that shed. That's a fantastic shed for 10,000. Bernie is amazing. I love his kit. It is so fantastic, reasonable, but also it's really robust and it's got real character. I really do love the Bavarian pack and its real character it's got for the sheds. Right, so then that is where we're going to leave it. Oh, no, we did say let's just have a quick... Oh, is that not typical? Isn't that just typical? But we did need it, it is true, we did have it. It was still 300,000, and besides which, I'm really glad that we did use what we... yeah, that's Hull's FS. So we've got quite a lot of his kit. I love the 1313 pack as well. It is amazing. I must use it a little bit more. It's a cracker. It really is. But that is where we're definitely going to leave it. Yeah, we'll get the animals done next session. Not that there's that much. You see, this is where these are all right because you can use these and yeah, and also we've got our milk back now, 15 tons. Obviously, that's 2 months. It was 7 odd ton, and again, it's predictable. I know what that gentleman, who I cannot remember his name right at this minute, said, and I'm not arguing with his facts. The trouble is, I'm quite sure that the rest of what the enhanced animal production is doing is really not right. So yeah, now then, the other thing is, how is the... Now we can see that the sunflowers aren't ready, but how close are they to being ready? Now they are 1 month off. They are quite a lot. The greens on those are getting to the second to last stage, so I would say by February, March, we might be actually doing those as well. So yeah, I'm thinking February they should be ready. I know it takes no notice of the months because we've got it on base game at the minute. But yeah, it is still what it is. But I'm not taking advantage. The grass would be starting again in March, and I'm not cutting it until March. In fact, probably that we will be gone at that point anyway, or that will be the last month. So I won't be cutting if we're doing the last month. I never do, because then you can't process what you've done. Now then, how much is left in here of everything? There is still 24 tons of chaff. Yeah, the chaff was only just over 310 tons of straw. Oh, did we not tell the silage to... Oh, we might not have done. We might not have told the silage to actually... I thought we had told the silage to... I'm sure I remember telling it to distribute. Well, the bottom line is, it's... Oh, and that... Yeah, that basically means that obviously in the... Now then, the other thing is seeds. We now need to tell that to distribute again. And we might put some in... And we did make an awful lot of money from that. Now, let's have a quick look before we go and see... Oh, well, we probably were looking at that. We probably would survive 1 more month. But I think what we'll do is next session we will know how we're doing in that. Yeah, that's another 12,000 a month. I thought we'd done this, the old French Dovecote. I thought we'd upgraded it once. That's odd. I could have sworn we'd upgraded it. So now it's going to do 24. tons instead of well, actually it's a little bit more. Yeah, it adds another 15%, so it's 25. But it's 1,200. You will also gain a little bit more. I didn't realise that. It's not 1,000 for 1,000. See, that's what I like. Is some of the recipes? Yeah, if you look at the recipes on this, 15 produces 13. 3 produces 2. Now it's not lossless, but it isn't as bad as a lot. 1 and 1 equals 1, but yes, some of them. I mean, the Omatana, again, the production shed is brilliant. Now, it does lose a quarter, but that's one of the best you'll ever see out of anything. That's lossless because it's got the 2 products that create that, so it doesn't lose, but you're not having some magnitude of gain. That requires a little bit of manure, that's why I don't use that one very often. If I've got the Omatana, I'll use the Omatana because he excels in certain things, and one of them is that particular thing. Yeah, 24 plus 1 plus 1. No, that's just, that's natural growth. 48 times 64. The olive oil 2 produces 1. There's loss in there. There's loss in there. But there's loss in there on all of them. So, well, there isn't actually. The Farmer Jeb one is my favourite. But obviously, this was JMGamers. And so more than makes up for the fact that it's a little bit special for other things. So you can't have everything. You can't. Not really. A great producer, and I do love the JMGaming one because obviously the grapeseed oil is tremendously brilliant. That's another partial. It's very slow, which I like because it's not. You could become really super rich overnight if that was the case. So yeah, obviously the BGA. Also, the other thing is, this is what I was saying. If we'd have not slept through, if we'd have just sped time up, we would have processed far more with the BGA, but because we only sped up that hour, it's only doing so much at one time. So my watch is telling me that it's actually 2 hours, but yeah, I've got a timer on my new watch. That's it, it's off now. Right, fantastic. I am trying to take that. I knew this would be a monster, but I would imagine it's going to probably be an hour session when we actually have done this. The time lapse was for an awful long time. But it is true, it has been a bit of a monster. So then, I am going to say thank you very much for watching. Truly do hope you're going to stick with me on this fantastic map, on this fantastic journey, where we are doing remarkably well. Yeah, we have really, it is true. But I'm glad we did what we did with this to make us not lose this, or it would have been an absolute nightmare, really. It is a bit gutting, so I thought, come on, just switch base game on and we'll just play it as if it's seasons, and we've done exactly that. So with no further ado, I'm going to say goodbye for now.